Hey everyone, how's it going? Pixels here. In today's video, I'm giving you a Prestige 5 level 30 leader Ash build on Evil Dead the game. So this guy is actually one of my mains. Obviously, he will be being Prestige 5. But I actually probably say I main this guy now because he's just so good at counter ball, and yeah, he's just a fantastic character. I've went on insane win streaks with this leader Ash, and I just think he's absolutely awesome. Warrior Ash, he used to be my main, but I think I'm more of a leader Ash main now, if I'm being honest. So what I will do is break down the build. I'll go through a few of my choices, why I don't choose to go for certain things as well, and hopefully you guys enjoy the Prestige 5 build. So the first thing I do is I put 2 points into Great Influence. So this increases the range of your aura skill by 10 meters, obviously. I don't ever go for 15 meters. I think that's overkill. Maybe he's creeped to 12.5. 50 meters is just totally overkill, especially for the size of objectives. Objectives aren't that big, and more than likely you will be standing next to your teammates, and anyways that'll get the benefits of your buff. So I think 10 meters is always more than enough, if I'm being honest. I just personally don't see the point in going any higher. I like nice round numbers in this game, and 10 meters is perfect. Okay, so for the next one, we put 2 points in Awful Dodger. Obviously, with the pink fuck upgrades, you will get 4 dodges there. Big priority when you're playing leader, of course, you want that. We're just going to put 3 points in Industrial Strength as well. Yes, you could argue it's not needed because you have 4 dodges. However, with some trap bugs being in the game, especially on ball and stuff, you know, you can tend to be a bit squishy. You know, dodging is not the be-all end-all of surviving in this game, unfortunately. Now there's just too many different variables to take into account for, you know, server lag, you know, being hit on your dodges, and anyways it happens so frequently now. So yes, some people could argue don't bother with Industrial Strength. However, for me, it works perfectly fine. I don't see a reason why I should take it off, because at the end of the day, there's not much you can do on a leader skill tree, and putting 2 points somewhere else is not going to make much of a difference. You might as well go for the extra health. The next one is just 5% in cardio. We're going to put 1 point in Arcane Knowledge and put 1 point into quicker cooldown, and we're going to put 4 points into Master of Influence. Obviously, you want to buff this guy's aura effect improvement as much as possible. He actually gets one of the best benefits from this compared to a lot of other survivors on the same class, because he actually has his El Jefe Grande ability, which doubles his aura effect improvements. So it's crazy. So that goes to, like, you know, 30%. Sorry, that goes to like 40% damage buff there, and it goes to a 50% fear resistance every time he does a finisher. So it will go even higher once you have Master of Influence maxed out, because that's an extra 20% there. It is multiplied, of course. However, if you do 100% at 20, that's 20%. So it's obviously going to go double at 40%, and the same goes for fear resistance. However, it's going to be a bit different. That's multiplied with Master of Influence. So Master of Influence is 20%. So you will be doing 20% of 20% damage, which, you know, is an extra 4% there. So it'll be 24%, and then fear resistance will go up by an extra 5, so that'll go up to 30. So in total, you're going to be getting roughly around 48% damage increase, which is massive, by the way, every time you do a finisher, of course. And then for fear resistance, you're going to be going up, you know, nearly in like the 60% range, which is absolutely nuts. So this is why this guy is so awesome, especially countering ball. So then we're just going to put 4 points into fast forward, because this perk is a massive game changer, and you should be running it on almost every leader that you can possibly put it on. The reason being is just decreasing objective timers. It's definitely becoming more of a meta now, you know, hindering the demon from gaining threat level during objectives, obviously. It also clutches massively, especially if you need to try and solo an objective. You know, this guy's designed to do finishes a lot, so you can spam finishes, have fast forward working well for you there to obviously reduce the objective timer. It just works great. So I always have that on my build for him. Okay, so the next one, I like to buff up Seeing Stars to 15%, and then buff up Devastating Force. It's self-explanatory, really. You want to go for finishes on this guy, you want to go for dismemberment, so why would you not buff up his balance bar and Devastating Force? Obviously, he spawns with a chainsaw as well, so early game, the chainsaw is really fantastic for spamming those finishes, and obviously doing a lot of damage there and helping you out to get some loot. Combined with cardio and the extra dodges, you know, early game, he can really sustain himself really nicely, even if he is found relatively early. And so not only that, but with my build, what I do with this guy is I put 1 point into stop and power, and then I max out his hollow points. And this is really fantastic for this guy because I feel like he lacks a bit on the damage side of things sometimes, especially against, you know, possessed units and stuff. However, if you find like a boomstick or, you know, even a good revolver, a hunting rifle, heck, I even use sword guns on this guy or nail guns, anything like that for range. Just depending on what my hunter's using, I don't want to soak up all my hunter's ammo. But you know, it's really nice using like a boomstick or something on this guy, just primarily to deal with, you know, doing 1v1 situations against power possessions on Elagos, or you know, helping out the book phase primarily, because at book phase this guy can struggle quite a lot trying to deal with the damage, obviously because he's designed around doing finishes so much. When you get a book phase, it's obviously not that great, you know, just swinging melee attacks with this guy. So that's where his range damage comes into play. So at book phase, what I tend to do is I like to use obviously a shotgun or a revolver or something. I can do a lot more damage that way rather than just swinging light attacks with a chainsaw or trying to do heavy attacks with a lumberjack axe, for example. However, the good thing about him once you get in Prestige 5 is his balance bar damage. So obviously with show up and blow up, you get a 25-second cooldown there, which is fantastic. Obviously, I've tried this out with quicker cooldown. It's not worth it. 25 seconds is more than enough, but it does have a massive 180 balance bar damage, and it does knock them back as well. So at book phase, he can really be helpful with that active ability. And then combined with the ranged attack damage that you see here with hollow points and obviously stop and power for the balance bar, it just works great for him. There's not much you can do with a leader skill tree, unfortunately, but with this guy, it's really awesome. You're being able to sort of hybrid him. Obviously, you don't want to focus on doing range damage all the time. It's more or less just to help to deal with boss units and possessions. The main thing for him is obviously just spamming finishes, and anyone who has this guy Prestige 5 level 30 would totally agree with me that probably the best way to play this guy is to do finishes. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go over how to spend the pink fuck on this guy for those of you who don't know what order you like to do it in. So, for me personally, I like to go stamina first. I want to get those 4 dodges nice and early in the game, which is always very nice to go up against the demon who finds you really early. So having 4 dodges, plus being able to sprint around a little bit easier and not really running out of stamina much, just to help with the loot in the early game is very nice as well. The next one I go fear. So fear, obviously get your -2 fear per second in well-lit areas and a plus 55% fear reduction there. It's absolutely amazing. Basically means this guy can just not be possessed. So I like to go for that straight away now. Just especially with Ball being in the game, I don't want to be getting possessed at all. So the next one is melee. Obviously I buff up to the plus 20% melee damage there. Very nice on this guy. And then I like to go for ranged after that, mainly because I don't think health is a massive priority on leader. Yes, you can go up to I think around 1475 maximum health roughly, so it's not that bad. However, I think going melee and then focusing on ranged as well is a lot more important when you've got the stamina there with the 4 dodges, and then just going health last just to make yourself a bit more tanky as well, which is great. And shield, shouldn't really mention shield because it's just a bit pointless. But yeah, this is how I spend the pink fuck on leader Ash in this order. Some of you might like to go for melee or health first, totally up to you, but I will recommend always going stamina first. Anything after that, it's up to you. But anyways, guys, this has been my Prestige 5 level 30 leader Ash build. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have fun using it. It's a pretty simple one. This is the one I always run on my streams, and I've gone an insane win streaks with this as well. I'm not saying that's solely because of me or this particular build why we get them win streaks. However, I definitely think fast forward, being hard to kill, and being able to actually sort of like speed run objectives with this guy, because he can't be possessed that easily compared to other survivors in the game. He can really be a big fucking headache for demons, especially if you learn how to use his active ability effectively as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave me a like, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you guys think of my Prestige 5 leader Ash build. And I've been Pixels, and my awesome viewers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.